Alright, this is Panda, and today I'm playing Torchlight 2. This is my first Let's Play, so I apologize in advance if this is kind of drab and boring. But giving myself a little bit of time to get used to the game, start to understand all the mechanics, so I'm not just kind of fumbling around like an idiot while you guys watch, because nobody wants to watch that. Alright, so yeah, Berserker level 1, named Corpse Grinder. I'm playing on veteran difficulty. So, if you're like me, and you were kind of disappointed in the way Diablo 3 turned out, if you were a diehard Diablo 2 fan, you'd be happy to know that this game is much closer to the feeling of Diablo 2 than Diablo 3 is. The graphics are obviously very cartoony and ridiculous, but the stats, the character development, the skill trees all are much closer to Diablo 2 style than Diablo 3 was. But one of the first things I noticed is that leveled up, sweet. Things I noticed is that the combat, while it doesn't have the really visceral ka-chunk of, for lack of a better term, that Diablo 3's combat does, and lack of ragdoll physics kind of adds to that. It still feels very, very punchy. Like you feel like you're. I mean, look at that. He just exploded. I mean, that's. It's still meaty enough to feel satisfying coming straight from playing Diablo 3. If you played the first Torchlight, you, like me, were probably upset that it did not have multiplayer, but as you probably know, this one does feature it, and I haven't played a whole lot of multiplayer yet, but from what I've played, it works really well. I believe this is Runic's first multiplayer game, because I really don't know if they've made anything but Torchlight. So, I don't know, they do a wonderful job of making it feel like Torchlight 1, but it also really lends itself well to a multiplayer experience. So, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to warn the Asterians. Ooh, champion. Like I said, I'm playing on veteran difficulty, which is pretty well balanced from what I can tell. And coming off of playing Inferno on Diablo 3, I couldn't really bring myself to play on normal. I don't want to breeze through it.
I'm glad you made it.
Let's see what I can get here. Oh, something pretty cool is the pet equipment. They get 2 tags and a collar, I believe. So you kind of have this follower that you start with. You get to pick what kind it is. Instead of in Torchlight 1 where you can choose between a cat and a dog, you have like somewhere in the vicinity of 9 choices or something. And I don't know if any of them have different stats, but you get to pick what kind of animal they are, what color they are, that sort of thing. And it's a little bit more expanded because they now have the 3 equipment slots. Yeah, since I'm Berserker, I'll take... That sounds good. Cannon. That might be fun to mess around with. And if you were like me and upset with Diablo 3's lack of weapon sets, you can do that. So that's pretty nice. Noticeably more damage. it's nice being able to have the map overlay, like, and be able to move at the same time. Because when I played Diablo 2, I always had the tab map open, and it was a pretty small bother, but a bother nonetheless that you couldn't move while you had the tab map open in Diablo 3. So. And forgive me for constantly comparing, but I mean, let's be honest, there's really no way to play this without comparing it to Diablo. So, I'm sorry if you're sick of hearing about Diablo now, but there's really no other way I can go about this that I can think of. Oh, I still have stat points. I should probably put those in some. So what? Something's adding to my vitality. I want to know what my base vitality is. Base is 5, so that sounds about right. Yeah. Ooh. And something I really like about this is that from very early on, the new equipment you get looks awesome. Poison damage. Yes, please. Dexterity sounds good. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's pretty standard fare as far as skill trees go. You know, 3 tabs. Pretty basic. It's nice being able to allocate skill points. Because I like the way Diablo 3 did it, where you unlock new skills and can switch whenever, but I really appreciate like this design decision where you're making the player make meaningful choices about their character that they can't go back on later. Like you get it. I like that. Each critical strike heals 5% of my maximum health. Gotta say, I like the sound of the skill tree. That's what I'm gonna roll with. Ha! Found it. Oh, I didn't realize you could just click it. That's cool. And click the mouse wheel button to reset your view.
Welcome, human.
There is a way to respec your skills, but you can only undo the last 3 points that you put in. So, start with 1 in Eviscerate. Got 2 in it now. 1 in Blood Hunger. You just undo all of that and start over. And it's pretty cool that they let you take out the initial point that they put in. So, it's nice that you have. I don't know, if you click the wrong button, you can always go back, but it's only the last 3 that you put in.
Welcome, friend.
Sell some stuff. There we go. Stock up on some potions. 3, 4, and the rest on health.
Not enough
Sounds
gold.
good.
Have we met?
Yeah, it should be set. And this way. Oh, there is a shared stash as well as a regular stash. So you can make mule characters and they actually can, you know, hold a bunch of items, and you get the separate space of shared stash. That's a That's a pretty nice little touch there.
I thank you for your warning, but it has arrived too late. This alchemist has already come and gone, and it was all I could do to prevent him from entering the Enclave. As it was, many Astharians were injured, and since the confrontation, several more have become ill. We are not sure what is causing it. After his assault failed here, the alchemist carried on southward toward the temple steps. Commander Vale and her vanquishers arrived a short while later and pursued him, hoping to prevent further damage.
For physical damage, very fast attack speed. Can raise silence, that might be useful. 4 health stolen on hit. Works really well with the passive skill that I added. I'm gonna go with the life leech.
Commander Vale believes that the alchemist might attack the Wellspring Temple in an attempt to reach the Guardian of Water. For what nefarious purpose, I am afraid to speculate. There has been no word from either Vale or the Guardian. Scout the Wellspring Temple and determine if the Guardian of Water is in any danger.
The Guardian of Water.
You have a new quest.
Right. Let's see here. There's another little side quest here, I'm guessing.
State your business. Get in there and grab the armor schematics. That sounds like a pretty run-of-the-mill side quest, but it's pretty nice to see set items this early on. And I don't know if there aren't set items in Diablo 3, but I haven't found any, and that's kind of depressing because, I don't know, I just like the feeling of having pieces of equipment that are meant to go together, that synergize and give you extra bonuses. That's one of my favorite things about Diablo 2. And if I'm not mistaken, more people that worked on the original Diablo worked on this game than worked on Diablo 3. So it's no coincidence that this feels much more like the original Diablos. Just cutting him down. Knuckle dusters. Ooh. That'll hold me over until I can use those other ones. 2 slots. That's pretty nice. Or sockets, whatever you want to call them. Gotta love all those damage numbers. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Jib aficionado. Is that like... what is that? Oh, explode 1,000 enemies. Oh. Really knows what people are working toward. That is something to be proud of for sure. Quest is that way, but I'm gonna explore a little bit. Oh, I didn't even think to see what this charge bar does. Berserker gains charge by attacking enemies. Upon fully charging, the Berserker enters a sped up frenzy state where all direct attacks result in critical hits. Ooh. And other attacks have increased critical chance. Charge decays after a period of inactivity. That's nice. See, that makes me realize how useful this actually is. Blood hunger. Hmm. I like it. When it's talking about splash damage, some larger melee weapons, they have like a damage radius, so they hit enemies that are not so much that they're hitting them in the swipe like barbarian skills in Diablo 3 work, but they just slightly affect people, like enemies around the enemy that you're hitting, which is pretty cool. What did I just pick up? I guess that's like a side quest skill or something.
Safe travels.
Oh, there he is. Use the sensor to purge the necromantic stain from the path of the honored dead. That's metal. Dexterity, socket, extra armor. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna make it show my helmet again. Yeah. See? Level, what, 3? I already look pretty damn cool. Just look at that guy. Oh, I hit them all. I hit all the dead guys. Make them more dead. Oh, yeah. I should probably heal him. Shift E. Level up. Alright, let's see here. What am I trying to wear? Strength 18 or level 6. What's my strength now? 15. So, 1, 2, 3, maybe that. 1 into vitality. I'll do 1 into dexterity as well. That sounds good. Now I can wear this. I'll replace the axe. When I fill these sockets, it'll be better than this anyway. Ooh, punch with both hands. So yeah, that's the first part of this Let's Play. I will start back on this character at a later time. So yeah, fun stuff. Okay, bye.